When you leave your house, what does your cat really go through the moment that door shuts? For you, it's a quick goodbye. You know you'll be back, but your cat doesn't. Feline specialists now know this exact routine triggers a silent, destructive wave of stress. They aren't just missing you. A lot of the time, they are quietly suffering. And if you're like 90% of owners, your innocent act of love is accidentally making it infinitely worse. Today, we will uncover the 6 common mistakes that wear the mask of love. And most importantly, I will give you the quiet departure protocol, a simple shift in your routine that can erase this stress for good. Let's begin. First, let's talk about the goodbye, those last 5 minutes before you grab your keys. What do? Most of us are guilty of this. We make a huge deal out of it. We chase the cat down, scoop them up, hug them tight. We use that sad, high-pitched baby talk. Oh, my sweet baby, I'm going to miss you so much. Be a good boy, I'll be back soon. We smother them with kisses and intense attention. From our human perspective, this is love. We are reassuring them. From a cat's perspective, this is a 5-alarm fire. You have to understand, cats are creatures of the present moment who thrive on consistency. When you suddenly change your tone and your energy becomes emotional and tense, you are not saying, I'll miss you. You are screaming, something big and bad is about to happen. Researchers call these departure cues. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery made it clear that cats don't just react to your absence. They react to the signs that you're about to go, grabbing your bag, putting on your shoes, the jingle of your keys. And here's the shocking part. Those cues can activate the same physiological stress response as when a cat is exposed to an actual threat. In one behavioral observation, cats exposed to these departure cues began pacing, hiding, vocalizing, or even compulsively grooming themselves, all within minutes before the owner even left. Their cortisol levels, the stress hormone, skyrocketed before you even walked out the door. Why? Because your cat doesn't understand the sentence, I'll be back. All they know is that this routine, this sad hug, this worried voice equals you vanish. So, ironically, the more loving and consistent your goodbye ritual is, the more anxious it can make them. That final kiss, you think it helps, but to your cat, it's the soundtrack to abandonment. Okay, you might think, if the emotional goodbye's bad, I'll do the opposite. I'll play with them to make them happy and tire them out. And here we fall into the second common mistake, the last-minute adrenaline play. It sounds smart, doesn't it? You whip out the feather wand or the laser pointer 5 minutes before you leave. You get them running, jumping, chasing. Your theory is, I'll wear them out and they'll sleep the whole time I'm gone. What actually happens is a tiny biological disaster. You have just fully activated your cat's prey drive. You are pumping adrenaline and dopamine into their system. Their heart rate spikes, their focus narrows, and their body enters a state of high engagement mode. You have flipped the switch. You have put them at the absolute peak of arousal, and then you disappear. There is no wind down. There is no closure. There is no catch at the end of the hunt. You have just left them suspended in a state of extreme stimulation, with absolutely no way to release that energy. For some cats, this means hours of frantic pacing around the house, looking for the prey that never got caught. For others, that frustration turns into destructive behavior, scratching furniture or howling at the door. The intention was love. The effect was chaos. Instead of calming them, this sudden switch teaches their nervous system to expect stress right after excitement. You are blending play with abandonment. And over time, they start to associate one with the other. It's like revving a race car engine to its red line, then getting out and walking away. This one is incredibly common, and it comes directly from our own guilt. Do you ever top off your cat's food bowl right before you leave? Or give them that extra special wet food treat? It seems kind. Here's a snack to keep you busy. I want you to have something nice while I'm gone. But this small act fueled by guilt can quietly create the opposite effect. Here's what happens. Your cat learns that food comes with emotional tension. They don't associate this food with pleasure. They associate it with the anxiety of your departure. The bowl stops being a neutral, safe object. Instead, it becomes a part of the stressful goodbye ritual. Over time, even the sound of kibble hitting the bowl can trigger unease. You'll notice one of two things. Stress eating. Some cats will wolf down the food at lightning speed, barely chewing. This isn't hunger, it's anxiety-driven eating, which can lead to digestive issues and vomiting. Total avoidance. Other more anxious cats might avoid the food entirely until you return. Not because they're picky, but because they are too stressed to eat. Cortisol has suppressed their appetite. What started as a loving gesture turns into a warning sign. It's not just a meal, it's a farewell. You are teaching them that food equals impending loneliness. We're halfway through the mistakes. Are you recognizing yourself in any of these? Don't feel guilty if you are. Most of us do. The good news is, all of this is fixable with the 4-step protocol I'm sharing at the end. So let's keep going. Before you leave, what's your security protocol? For many, it involves closing the blinds, pulling down the shades, or shutting doors to certain rooms. You might do it to protect your home, maintain privacy, or even block out the sun's heat. But for your cat, that favorite window isn't just decoration. It's their cat TV. It's their only connection to the outside world. It is their mental safety net. Cats are visual sentinels. They rely on observing patterns and movement to regulate their stress levels. That window is how they monitor their territory and feel secure. Seeing birds, passing cars, even leaves blowing provides vital mental stimulation. When you take that away, especially right before leaving, you're essentially blindfolding them in the very space they're already anxious about. Now they're alone, and they can't see what's happening. No cars, no birds, no shifts in light. Just silence and stillness. This doesn't calm them. It makes them feel trapped. Worse, if your cat already has mild separation anxiety, this sensory cutoff makes it 100 times worse. The result is a quiet panic with no outlet, no distraction, and no way to orient themselves. You've taken away their window to reality. This is a passive mistake. Something you don't do is the problem. Have you ever noticed how quiet your home gets after you leave? To you, silence might seem peaceful. To your cat, absolute silence can feel like danger. In the wild, cats rely on ambient sound to stay grounded. The distant hum of activity, the rustle of leaves, the quiet rhythm of a safe, active environment. Total silence often means something is wrong. It could mean a predator is near. When you leave and the house goes completely still, it doesn't relax them, it isolates them. Your cat can't hear your voice. No footsteps, no signs of life, just stillness. For their instincts, this feels unsafe. And if you always leave without any background sound, like a TV, radio, or calming music, your absence becomes deeply linked to that uncomfortable silence. This is where the silent suffering truly begins. Some cats will overgroom. Others will sleep all day, not out of relaxation, but as an emotional shutdown to cope with the sensory isolation. They're not resting, they're retreating. This mistake doesn't happen when you leave, but when you return. And it's just as critical because it reinforces the entire cycle. You're home from a long day. You open the door and your cat comes running, meowing, rubbing against your legs. What's your reaction? Oh, my baby, I missed you so much. Did you miss me? Who's my gorgeous kitty? You drop your things and go straight for them, picking them up, giving them all the attention you've been holding in all day. This feels like the right thing to do, but you are unknowingly cementing the problem. With this grand celebration, you are confirming two things for your cat: that your return is the most important, most exciting event of the day, and therefore your absence is the worst, most terrifying event by comparison. You are creating a massive contrast between the emotional high of your presence and the dark low of your absence. You are teaching them to spend their entire day in a state of anxious anticipation for this one moment of emotional ecstasy. You're not teaching them how to be calm while you're away. You're teaching them to simply endure your absence in hopes of the party when you get back. Okay, so those are the 6 mistakes. You've been patient, and now it's time for the payoff. We've learned what we're doing wrong. Now let's build the simple 4-step solution to fix it all. This is the quiet departure protocol. So we've all made these mistakes. We have programmed our cats for anxiety. How do we deprogram them? The solution isn't to love them less. It's to love them smarter, to love them in a way a cat's brain can understand. This is the 4-step quiet departure protocol. Step 1. Make departures boring. This is the direct antidote to mistake number 1. Behaviorists have found that cats respond best to predictable, low-energy cues. Not drama, not emotion, just calm routine. Here's how it works. About 5 to 10 minutes before you leave, disengage. No petting, no baby talk, No intense eye contact. Just calmly go about your business. Let the energy in the room drop completely. This gives your cat time to settle down while you are still present. It trains their nervous system to return to neutral before you disappear. When it's time to leave, do it quietly. No dramatic farewell kiss. No sad goodbye. You can say a normal, calm, "see you later," or better yet, say nothing at all. Just go. This short cool-down period before departure teaches your cat that your absence is no big deal. No emotional spike, no performance, just a normal part of the day. Step 2. Disarm the triggers. Your cat is programmed to associate keys, shoes, and your bag with anxiety. We have to break that link. Several times a day, do this. Pick up your keys, then go sit on the couch and watch TV. Put on your shoes, then walk to the kitchen for a glass of water. Pick up your bag, then put it right back down. This is called desensitization. You are teaching your cat that 9 times out of 10, these cues mean absolutely nothing. They are just background noise. This strips them of their power as the soundtrack to abandonment. Step 3. Turn alone time into reward time. Instead of the guilt feed and instead of the adrenaline play, we are going to combine the two correctly. Get a puzzle feeder. About 10 minutes before you leave during your cool-down period, fill the puzzle feeder with some of their favorite kibble or treats, and put it down for them. This accomplishes 3 genius things. It switches their focus from "you are leaving" to "I am solving a problem." It gives them something positive and mentally stimulating to do at the exact moment you depart. It links your departure with a fun reward, reprogramming the negative association. This third step is powerful, but it works best when you combine it with the final step. This last one is the key to locking in the calm for good. Step 4. Make homecomings. Boring too. This is the key to closing the loop. When you get home, no matter how excited your cat is to see you, gently ignore them for the first 5 minutes. I know this sounds harsh, but it is vital. Walk in, hang up your keys, put down your bag, take off your shoes, maybe go to the bathroom or get a glass of water. Act like you're leaving and returning is not a big deal. After the energy has settled and after they have stopped demanding attention, calmly call them over for some pets and affection. This teaches them the most important lesson of all. My presence is nice, but my absence is not a crisis. You are lowering the contrast and creating a baseline of emotional calm. In the end, our cats don't suffer because we don't love them. They suffer because we love them too loudly, too humanly. We have unintentionally taught them that our love comes at the cost of their anxiety. The suffering we talk about, the pacing, the howling, the over-grooming, the hiding, isn't bad behavior. It's a cry for help in a language we don't always speak. By replacing drama with routine, emotion with consistency, and guilt with stimulation, we can rewrite the narrative. This isn't about stopping affection. It's about timing that affection. It's about creating an environment where your cat feels safe, not just when you are there, but more importantly, when you are not. Stop being part of the 90%. Start the quiet departure protocol today. Because your cat doesn't just deserve to be loved, they deserve to be at peace in your absence.